Hello everyone, and thanks for joining us today on Snow Globe Rescue. I'm Tony, and as usual with me is Allie.
Hello.
And today we have a subscriber request. We want to thank Elle Bateman for reaching out to us. She watched the new Snow Globe video recently, and in that video she saw this globe and she asked us if we would fix it and do a video on it. And we said, sure, we'll do that. We'll go ahead and leave the link in the description to the set of globes that she saw this in. And what we have here is a Noah's Ark globe.
I really like this one.
Yeah, it's got all these animals in pairs, you know, around the base. There's two of every animal, obviously, and go around the back.
I just noticed there's a waterfall back here.
Oh, there's a waterfall in the back. Look at that.
No, so I know I say this a lot, like I really like this one, but I do really like this one.
Yes.
We happen to find a lot of cool globes, I think, personally.
Yeah.
I'm not a religious person, and funny enough, we have a lot of like nativities and angels in this house. But again, they're just really cool globes. I really like this whole thing here, and what's amazing is nothing's broken off, because especially where we found it.
Right, everything's there, nothing's broken. All these little pieces here are still intact, so that's just amazing.
The eagle's still attached.
The ornament on top, this little rainbow up here, that the cloud's still there. And then inside the globe, we've got the Ark, obviously, and there's Noah and some more animals. And this thing is totally dry.
Yeah.
There's no water in it. The stopper is pulled in and it's tilted, so we got to obviously pull this apart, put some fresh water, clean the globe, and get that stopper back. And it should look really nice when we're finished with it. So
yeah, I think it's gonna be cool.
yeah, so stick around and we'll fix this one up. All right, let's see if we can get Noah fixed up here. As usual, the first thing we got to do is take this cover off the bottom so that we can get access to the globe. Now let's see, depending on how much glue is on here, we might be able to pry this off. We might have to apply a little heat. Let's see. Oh wait, no, this looks pretty good.
The thing's so old, I'm not surprised.
Let's see, let me just go around here and loosen it up and make sure that it's going to come off in one
Was this at the
piece.
War Zone? I can't remember.
This came from the Weigh and Pay. Yeah, I believe it came from Goodwill. Okay, you know what? Let's go give it some heat, because this cover looks like it's a little brittle. Maybe it's old. And as I'm prying it up, it's starting to crack. So we're just going to heat it up and loosen that glue so we can get it off easily. I'm going to put my glove on. Hold on. Go ahead and hit it. I'll put the glove on while you're doing the...
Right now?
Yes.
Oh, this.
Right. All right, the cover gave us some issues. They had some heavy glue on this cover holding it in, so we had to give it some extra heat. But we might have to get another cover to mount this music box on. But we got it off, and it's working. All right. So, next step. Okay, looking inside of here, this is a weird shaped base right here. It kind of like is at an angle, and if you look in there, the stopper is partially kind of like under this part of the base, and it's exposed here. So it's kind of like at an angle. And I'm thinking it might be better off in this particular case to just remove the globe from the base. So we're going to go ahead and heat this up in here and get that glue loose, remove the globe from the base, and I think it'll be a lot easier to work with and deal with at that point. So we're going to go ahead and heat this up, and we'll get that globe out of there. All right, there we go. Globe is out, and it's hot. So when you do something like this, be careful that hair dryer does heat it up. So we got some glue in here that we need to clean up just a little bit. And the base is in good shape here. All right, so we'll put that aside. This will be pretty easy now that we have the globe out of the base. Should be able to just pull this stopper out of here. We didn't mark the position of the globe in relationship to the base because when we put this back together, Allie wants the figurine to face in a different direction. So in this particular case, once we get to the point where we're reassembling this, we'll go ahead and point it in the way that Allie would prefer it to. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get this stopper out of the globe here. Okay. There is the figurine with Noah and the ark. The stopper has seen better days. We're still good because this part of the stopper is okay. This part of the stopper doesn't really seal, but this part of the stopper where this raised part is, we're good there. Get some of this excess glue off. So we're going to go ahead and clean this up, the ornament, the stopper, and the globe, and we'll be back to reassemble. All right, so the stopper on this Noah's Ark figurine, this must have been in the heat, somewhere very hot, or I'm not sure what the problem was, but this stopper is actually falling apart. It's very soft. It feels like clay almost. It's just coming apart. So something happened to the stopper, heat damage or something. So what we're going to do is we're going to transfer this figurine onto another stopper, and we happen to have a figurine from another globe of the same size that has a same size stopper. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this off of here, install it onto here. So first step is to remove this figurine off of this, and usually you can just peel these off. Let's see, this one seems to be peeling off a little bit at a time. There we go. Okay, so there. So now I got a new stopper. Now let's see if Noah comes off as easily. He's coming off. Not easy, but he's coming. I need a little help on this one. And I'm going to very carefully just cut the glue between the stopper and the figurine and get the rest of that stopper off. Could you give me a hand for just a second, Ellie? And just hold that that figurine there. Okay, I'm just going to continue cutting through the glue here. Being careful not to cut through the stopper, but if you do cut through the stopper, that can be fixed. There we go. Okay, so there's the old stopper that's going in the garbage. And here is the new figurine. Here's the old figurine on the new stopper, and it's going to fit right there. And I'm going to make sure the bottom of this figurine is dry, and that this is dry, which it should be because it wasn't in the water. But this is dry. Okay, so I am going to center this on here to make sure. See how this looks? Looks good. Okay. So I'm going to take the Zap-A-Gap here. So I'm going to put a drop right in the middle, and then I'm going to put a few drops around the perimeter. Okay, there we go. Let me seal up that glue so it doesn't dry up on us. And I'm going to go ahead and place the figurine right in the center there. Move it back and forth a little bit to spread that glue. Okay, so we're going to let that figurine sit on that stopper until the glue is dried. Allie's almost finished getting the excess glue off of that base, and then we'll come back when this glue's dry and we'll put it back together. Okay, Allie has the base all cleaned up, all that extra glue. The globe is clean, and that ornament's still up there, looking good. And the figurine is now firmly attached to a replacement stopper here, so that all looks good. So we're going to go ahead and put this back together now. Let's go ahead and Allie, could you hold this, please? Mm-hmm. We'll go ahead and put some water in here. Okay, and this is a 4-inch globe, approximately 2 cups of water. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons, the equivalent of 2 tablespoons of glue in here. Okay, I'm just counting this to myself in my head. That's approximately 2 tablespoons. So while Allie gets the glitter, I'm going to stir this glue up. And as I've shown before, you'll notice when you first start stirring, it gets cloudy. And then as you continue stirring and the glue dissolves, it clears up. And it's perfectly clear afterwards. All right. So, what color glitter did you go with?
It doesn't have a name.
Oh, doesn't have a name? Just green glitter?
Like an aquamarine
I
kind
see.
of color.
Okay.
But it doesn't.
Aquamarine type of
Or
color.
they didn't have a color name on
No
it.
name on it. It looks kind of like a turquoise aquamarine type of thing. Let's see. What do you think? A little bit more. So that's 3/8 of a teaspoon.
Is it considered jumbo?
Of jumbo glitter. Okay, what do you think of that? Looks good. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. 3/8 of a teaspoon. All right, so let me just add a little bit more water to the globe here. All right. Allie, could you hold that, please? We're going to lower this figurine. Oh, you know what? I'm going to wet the stopper here so it gets past the glass a little easier. Here we go. Okay, so put that in there. And then we're going to go all the way around and just gently push it in. Okay, there we go. All right, the stopper is now flush with the opening of the globe. Let's shake it up and see what we think before we go any further. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I like that.
You like it? Okay, so that looks good. Let's go ahead and get that air bubble out. So if you could hold that, Allie. And since we have the globe out of the base, it'll be a lot easier to get that air bubble because we'll be actually able to see what we're doing. Let's see if we can get that shot right there. Okay. I'm going to pull back on the stopper here. And get that needle into the globe there. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to tilt this up so all the air bubbles up by the stopper, and then we're just going to fill this up with the syringe until the bubble works its way out. And this way you can see actually if the bubble's actually out before you even, yeah, see? There we go. No air bubble. That looks good. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's dry it off. Get all that excess water off of there. Okay. Now, Allie, place the globe in the direction in which you would like it to face. Right there? Sorry.
I think so.
It looks good? Okay, let's see. All right. So let's go ahead and flip this upside down here. Okay. And so, yeah, as you can see, this kind of sits there at a weird angle. So we're going to put this into some, you know what? Let's go ahead and set this up in a bowl so that the ornament on the top doesn't get damaged, and then we'll go ahead and dry this off before we put the hot glue in there. And that'll support it there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the hair biscuit. All right, the water's pretty much dry, or at least the stopper and the globe are dry. So now that we've removed the globe and we put it back into the base, we're going to have to make sure we put enough glue to go in between the base and the globe, as well as across the gap between the globe and the stopper to make sure it doesn't leak and make sure the globe doesn't move around and is seated in the base. So let's go ahead and I'm going to move the camera so you can see, because this is at a weird angle. All right, so I'm going to start by putting some hot glue right there in between the globe and the base. Looks like we have the globe pretty much secured in there with glue. Now we're just going to go ahead and glue the stopper and the globe sealed. There we go. Okay, so it looks like that's all sealed up there. So we're going to let this sit and let that glue cool. Everything should be fine here, and what we'll do, you want to go ahead and put the cover on now, or you want to wait till later? Oh, wait. Okay, so we're going to wait and let that glue cool. We'll come back and we'll put the cover on, and then we'll take a look. All right, the glue is cool. The globe is attached to the base. We're going to attach the cover back on. However, like we said earlier, it looks like this globe may have been subjected to some high heat, maybe some heat damage. Maybe it was left in a garage or an attic. And we had a hard time getting the cover off. And as you can see, the cover is brittle, probably from the heat, and cracked and is warped. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this cover from another globe that we use for parts, and we're going to transfer the music box onto here and install this, and it actually fits pretty well. Also, the label from this original music box here has the name of the song, which is Side by Side. So we're going to go ahead and attach that to the new cover here when we transfer the music box, and that way that information stays with it. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer this, and we'll be right back. All right, the music box is installed. It's working. All right, Val, you want to attach the, you want me to do it? Here, I'll do it. Okay, so we're going to put this right across here. And so now that information stays with the globe. All right, so we're going to go ahead and reattach it now. I'm going to put 3 drops of glue down here. It doesn't need more than that to hold it on. All right, Ellie, you want to put the cover on? All right, we're going to let that cool. We'll come back and take a look at it. All right, well, here she is all fixed up. Looks good. We got the new stopper in. We put the new cover on there, new water, glitter, and the music box works. Yep. Let's shake it up. You can watch the glitter.
I think it looks good.
Yeah. It came out good. It's nice to see it all with nice clear water. Well, actually it had no water in it at all before, but now it actually has water in it, and the globe's clean, so it's all clear. You can see everything inside. It looks good. This one turned out nice, and this is going to be a nice addition to the collection. So another snow globe rescued today here, and so I hope you enjoyed this. And once again, thanks Al Bateman for the request, and I hope you enjoyed it. Let us know what you think. And check out the videos, the links at the end of this video to see some of our other stuff. And we appreciate you joining us.
Thanks, everybody.
And we'll talk to you in the next video.
Appreciate
Bye.
you.